This is the sun. And on a day like today where it's a bit cloudy, it's great to carry the sun with you just when you need it to shine. So we're going to think a little bit about how the sun creates aurora on Earth. Now I'm going to put the sun on this very convenient pedestal that I've got here in the garden. And on this scale, the sun's about the size of my head, maybe slightly bigger, about the size of a basketball. The Earth is 25 meters away. So walk with me. So here we're about 25 meters. And on this scale, the Earth would be the size of a rice grain, about 2 millimeters in diameter. Now, the sun produces the aurora on the Earth via the solar wind. So the solar wind is a flow of energetic particles which come off the surface of the sun. It's flowing all the time. And actually the aurora is happening all the time, but sometimes it's stronger, sometimes it's weaker. Now the sun goes through an 11-year cycle of activity. Right now, actually, we're at solar maximum, 2024, 2025, we're roughly around the peak of our solar activity. And on the surface of the sun, you get these storms, and you get solar flares, which are a big storm, which release a stronger flow of particles. Sometimes you get a coronal mass ejection, which is a big bubble of material which expands, and then pops, and then out comes all that flow of energetic particles. Now, you've got to remember that the sun is having the storms are all around, right? So, and then all that solar wind is being ejected in all directions. It's spherical, like the light, of course. The sun is shining in every direction. So that solar wind is flowing out into space, and just in order for the aurora to happen on Earth, it's capturing the flow of solar wind, which is going in just this direction. Okay, 25 meters, and the Earth is 2 millimeters. So it's just intercepting the tiniest amount. And if it just so happens that a storm on the surface of the sun ejects a blob of solar wind which is flowing in the right direction, it'll come all the way, get caught up by the Earth's magnetic field, get channeled into the poles, and then we get a lovely bright aurora, which sometimes we can see quite far south, even maybe here in the UK, as we have been seeing over the last year. So you've got to think all that energy here from the sun being radiated in all directions, and it's so far away. It takes light 8 minutes at the speed of light to get all the way here in this distance. So all that flow of particles causing the solar wind, and we're just seeing the tiniest part of all the energy that the sun is releasing. Just amazing, huh?